Greetings, beloved brothers and sisters. Many of you have invoked a graceful habit in your life, and that is by meditating regularly, period. This is a wonderful thing. If you do nothing more than just notice your breath without trying to control it, just allow it to come in and leave and come in and leave. And feel the energy that's moving your lungs and your diaphragm. What you'll notice in your observation is that it won't take long before thoughts come in and you're off on an excursion. And one thought will lead to another thought will lead to another. But finally, you'll have the thought, I'm not following my breath at all. I've just been following this train of thought. And right here is a very important moment for you. Because right here, you could invoke judgment and say, this is a joke. I'm not really a good meditator. I can't even follow my breath for a few minutes before I'm already off on some ride. What's the point? You could do this. But you could also realize that there's a purpose to that excursion, and then there's a purpose to the recognition that you've been on an excursion, and that is that at the end of every forget, you remember. At the end of every forget, you remember. So if you can, without judging yourself, or judging the process, or judging anything, if you can just say, oh, I'm not focusing on my breath anymore, and just return to it, you'll realize a number of things. One is you're forgiven. There's nothing to forgive. And you're back. And this is just a microcosm of what happens on a larger level with your life. You are Source. You are God. And you go off on excursions. And you forget. But at the end of every forget, you remember. You forget that happiness cannot be found external to you. And you play it out as hard as you need to. But then, at the end of that forget, you remember. It's all designed for this. Everything brings you back home, eventually. And how soon that happens is up to you. So this is the game of life and the game of meditation and the game of centering yourself in who you really are. Don't make yourself wrong for the excursions that you take. They're all perfect. You can't grow any faster than you can grow. You can't realize any faster than you can realize. Give yourself permission to come back without going to jail first. You can even give yourself permission to judge yourself if that's what you think you need to do, to make yourself a better meditator by telling yourself that you're going to try harder and do better. That won't work, but you're certainly able to go where you want with this. Just remember that at the end of every forget, you remember, because that's the truth of who you are. You are the source. You are love. You are love in expression. You can't blow this because there's nothing happening here except love. And love seeking itself, knowing itself, expressing itself, and having fun. Enjoy the excursion. Enjoy the return trip. And see what a miracle it all is. I love you very much, and I'll speak with you again soon.